Hello and welcome to this live. I appreciate any of you that joined me today for the live. Appreciate all of you that joined me for the replay afterwards. Such a pleasure and light of my life to be able to bring you guys these messages from spirit, and I just enjoy it so much, and I hope that all of you are enjoying the messages and get a lot from them as well. So current vibe with the energies, right? So it's definitely about going. Do you guys know have you ever been on a ride that goes, two different directions where, you're going one direction and then it stops and then you go reverse? I mean, obviously Mars is in retrograde, but I feel like we've had, there's a pause in between before moving another direction. I feel like we're kind of in that pause right now, but it's like, not just like pause and nothing. It's pause, go inward, right? It's pause, go inward and pulling up. It feels like we're like kind of pulling out any hooks that we had that kept us stagnant in any areas where we had felt like we were blocked, where we felt like we couldn't have movement in what we wanted to bring forward as far as our creativity and fulfilling our destiny. Hi, thank you for joining me live. I appreciate you being here. So it's about really being able to go so deep inside of yourself right now. If you're just giving yourself a space to meditate, get quiet, quiet your mind, move into your heart space, because there's so much information in the heart space. Just move into that heart space and like imagine a light. You can, whatever color resonates with you, imagine a light just growing and growing and getting bigger and bigger and filling up your entire body and then emanating around you. And then, that whole like light bath kind of feel, but definitely from your heart space. And then go in there and see if there's anything that spirit would like to show you as you're like kind of focusing in on that heart space. And you're probably going to get a lot of information and being able to go farther in. At least this was my experience yesterday. It was like being able to go farther in than ever before. And I felt like I had this like significant breakthrough and was able to access like my personal Akashic records. And it was just like, I mean, it was just profound. This space that I was able to get to. I mean, I've definitely accessed Akashic records many times in my life, but it's usually kind of like this general or maybe even specific for a client or something like that, general like quantum field. But as I was going into my heart, I was able to like tap into like, I just seeing a version of me sitting at this like desk reading a book, and there's like all these seating areas. There's literally a library, but one of the walls in the library just opened up to the entire cosmos, like the whole galaxy, the whole universe. It was like, and all of the books in this librarian me, I could tell that she knew if there's any subject that I wanted information on, she'd be able to guide me to the exact book or the exact, portal of information of where I would be able to pull that into myself and be able to learn about it. So it's just really fascinating. And it gave me the ability to start tapping into parts of myself that would like to see specific things happen in my life. And what that version of me, I got to be a little bit clearer on that, go a little bit more defined on that, on what I would like to see, the future me looking like. And the level of specifics and details and almost tangibility within it was really, it was fascinating to see how much more in depth I could go with the future version of me. I mean, this is like, we all want a vision board. We all want to like, kind of have an idea of like where we're going and what our goals are, but how real can you make those goals within yourself as if it's happening like right now? And then what does that feel like? And then can you sustain that feeling simply through appreciation? Can you feel that version of you and just appreciate that feeling? And spirit has the ability to do all of this with us, for us. If we can give ourselves the grace to let go and just explore and get really curious. Now, I also want to say that there is a really cool, happenings with Saturn and Venus. So some of the ideas that may be coming to mind, some of the things that you may be getting, tapping into are insights. And so I guess insights and practical ideas. So there are insights and practical ideas that will expand your love life and your money, your career, your money growth. So Venus rules our money and our love life, and the harmony of connecting with others, spaces, places, people, connect the connection and harmonization of the components coming together. Venus is really good at this, and Saturn is all about that structure and the practicality and what needs to happen in order for it to become a reality. So this is a really, really cool time right now. Why do I need I don't know, you guys, why do I even need to, oh, I see. Okay. It always tells me like swipe or something on that TikTok. And I'm like, I don't know why. All right. So, all right, what we're going to do here is we're going to find out and we're going to start with the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms, you guys. It's really, we're going in there. What I want to know, what I'm feeling called to find out for each one of the signs here is, what is that point or that hook that has kind of kept you where you are? What is a point of focus for you to like have a different perspective or a shift on in order to be able to move forward more expansively in a particular area of your life? So let's find out what that is for each of the signs. Now, because it's Capricorn season, happy birthday to all of you Capricorns out there. I hope you're having a wonderful birthday season. We're going to go ahead and begin with Capricorn. Okay. So what does Spirit have to say for our beautiful Capricorns for this full moon here? And you know, the full moons that happen, where the sun is. So the sun is in Capricorn. So the full moon will be in the sign that is the zodiacal opposite, or the one that shares the axes. So the exact opposite of Capricorn is Cancer. So we have the full moon in Cancer, and then next month the sun will be in Aquarius, so the full moon will be in Leo. So that kind of helps you, and it brings things into a fruition that you had set the intention for with the new moon when the new moon was in that sign. The new moon always matches the sun sign that it's in, and the full moon is the 6 months, the culmination of all of the efforts and what you need to let go of to really let it come in. Okay, so Capricorn, we're starting out with the King of Cups, emotional maturity. So one of the coolest things about emotional maturity is like not letting your emotions get the best of you so that you're able to actually create. In this image here, loving it, he is, and I say he, but it could be anybody. This person, let's say this is you, all right? Imagine yourself there in the middle of this emotional body of water. King of Cups is Scorpio energy, but allowing himself to be like separate and calm, emotionally separated from everything else. Yeah, there's like obstacles here in the way that but they're kind of in the distance. He's not letting those interfere with now this perfect alliance or perfect connection to source energy right here. So I really like where this is starting out for you, Capricorn. This it feels like not letting your problems or issues or any challenges get in your way. It's more like being able to be enlightened to see your way through or beyond or around, right? Okay, and that's just tapping into the creative source, right? That's what source is creativity. That's what you are as a creator. Like that's what we're doing, right? So let's see what is next for you, Capricorn. Ooh, the Hanged Man. So what you're tapping into is what you need to know for a cycle breaking. Okay. Breaking a pattern, a subconscious pattern. Pisces, I would imagine the Hanged Man is probably going to come up a lot because that North Node is moving into Pisces, and that Pisces is our subconscious, and that is kind of like the underlining tone of your reality. So if there's something that you keep repeating over and over again, you're taking a moment to pause, and you're not being swayed emotionally. You're just like taking this time to just go in and find out what that pattern looks like, because there is a decision that you need to make. Okay. This is a Two of Wands. This is about your life is wanting to grow and expand. It's coming out of a comfort zone. It's going from where you've been to somewhere else. And there's a decision, because when we have twos, it's like it's a decision being made. All right. So breaking a pattern right now in order to be able to make a clear decision is what's going on for you, Capricorn. So let's go ahead with the Rider-Waite Smith deck here and get some clarifiers. So I would like Spirit to please clarify for us the King of Cups, right? What do we need to know more about the, oh, well, this is you. Capricorn, cardinal sign of understanding where your energy is and what you need to nurture in order to grow, to move forward. So that gives us a clue of like what information is coming down from source here, right? You being the best version of yourself. What else do we want to see about that King of Cups here for Capricorn? Ooh, because you've got some energy flowing energy. Now, interesting because Pisces being your third house is normally ruled by Mercury. I think Mercury is going direct really soon. And that's all about communication. So it's your house of communication. And this is like text, emails, media. So where are you wanting to put yourself out there? What are you wanting to communicate to the world? All right. Well, and let's go into that. Hangman. Ooh, Hangman. Yep. Definitely freeing yourself. Definitely freeing yourself from anywhere that you had felt like you didn't have control over your life, that you were not the one that was completely making decisions for yourself. Oh, and good God. Aquarius here. This is the King of Swords. So you're literally breaking a pattern of where you had not been able to make decisions completely for yourself. Like maybe other people were influencing a decision, or you felt like you were trapped in some way because of another influence, right? Well, what happens is you gain complete discernment. Okay. The ability to make a solid, again, it is not about emotions. It's about clarity right now for you being, again, the best version of yourself, because this being Aquarius here, it is your second house of earnings. Okay. And Pluto's going into your second house of earnings. We have, or has gone into, and so we have you being able to be the judge of what's best for you without leaning on or weighing in somebody else's opinion so much. Okay. So this is you like literally being your own boss. Okay. You being your own boss, like you are the authority of your own life here. So you're going away from somebody else having some sort of say in your life to you having a say. Now we have, for the Two of Wands, this decision that you're making has to do with the moon. So there's something we're going to go a little bit deeper into this moon, especially since we're in a full moon right now. So you're definitely being guided from one pool. So this is so Two of Wands. So Two of Wands. You're going from one place in your life, one pool of water, place of existence, into a bigger place where you're going to be able to learn more. So these are the pillars of wisdom here. So you're being guided from one place to another bigger place so that you can learn more and grow more and essentially expand to get bigger in your life, get bigger in your knowledge, get bigger in your what's possible for you. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands, who is all about confidence. She's receiving information. Now I want to say that you have two queens here, the one at the beginning and one at the end. All right. Two queens. Queens are about like this cardinal energy, right? It's about initiating something new, but really understanding. So the queen receives information, or she receives knowledge. She receives something that needs to be. Okay, so let's take a step back here. When we're really understanding queens, we're looking at the Knight was all about this action, some sort of like action, right? Approach to a situation. So the Knight got in there, whatever it is for you. The Knight got in there, and now the Queen begins to understand exactly what it is that was gained from the experience that the Knight started. And then from there, initiating something new, understanding exactly what we're keeping, what we're letting go of. Like this is really you understanding where your energy is, your finances are, your material, what you're paying attention to. Think about paying money, using your resources. And this is paying with love, paying with money. What are you paying attention to? Queen of Pentacles. Because it's going somewhere and you very much understand that. and or really understanding that, and then understanding what that information is from activity that you've had in your life that you want to see more of. Okay. We also have at the bottom of the deck the strategy card, Aries card, of being able to see how you had put like feelers out there. Like maybe it was like, you know, I always think of like putting your resume out there or putting out an idea and then seeing how opportunities are now presenting themselves for you to be able to strategically make a step in the direction of the opportunity that best suits you. And this looks really, because both of these are Aries cards, that makes total sense because she's looking for where she's going to take that action, where she's going to place that. Now, I had said that we're going to go a little bit deeper into this moon card. So it doesn't feel to me like there's a lot that's going to I want to say finalized. So it doesn't feel to me like whatever it is that's going on with you completes itself this week. It feels to me more like there's so much more going on under the surface so that you are in the right space inside of you to be able to take this step forward. Okay. So let's go into that moon card a little bit further and find out what the moon has to say to you. We have the Hierophant. That's fellow earth sign, about discerning information. We have, oh gosh, we have another earth card here. This is the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles on the moon. So immediately I go to like Capricorn. Are you guys about to start teaching other people how to use their resources wisely? Are you guys about to be some sort of like teaching other people how to move forward for the greatest gain on whatever subject? Hi, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining me here. You're about to teach people, be in a position of authority. Maybe this is you because of this Mercury over here and being media. Maybe you're going on onto TikTok or onto YouTube and teaching people how, or initiating a course on how to get the greatest gain out of whatever it is that, you know, that's interesting to you. Now at the bottom of the deck here, so what you can't see from that moon is that you're going to be teaching a lot more people than maybe you realized. Okay. So, or that you're going to be put into a greater position of authority that maybe you hadn't, like there's going to be a lot of people that are gaining from what you're doing. It's probably has a greater, result than maybe what you had expected. I think that you are seen as an authority or an expert on a subject, and maybe you hadn't realized that you are as far along as you are, but other people see you as definitely as an expert. Okay. And they want to glean from your wisdom, Capricorn. All right. And so at the bottom of the deck we have here, this is the Knight of Wands. All right. So and I think that what that's saying to us is that as you're acting in faith and as you're acting on inspiration, then as you're acting, that's when you start to begin to realize, oh, this is actually bigger than what I thought. People really do like it worked for me, and I want to share this with others. Or I like this and I want to show others how to do this also. But I didn't realize the impact that it was going to make in other people's lives. But as you're doing that, you're going to be able to see. So there's a decision that definitely needs to be made on, are you ready to take action? Are you ready to, do you know exactly what it is that's interested or worked for you to a point where you want to share others? The card suggests that you are ready for this. You're ready to take it out there, Capricorn, and you're ready to be seen for the expert that you are. But what has me going like, do you know that you're ready? Is because of the Two of Wands. And maybe it's not even, do you know that you're ready? Maybe you're even feeling that you are ready, but it's more like exactly knowing the exact step. Because again, we did have that Three of Wands. So the next step that you make is you want to be sure that it's an absolute solid step. Okay. You want to make sure that you're setting yourself up on the right platform. That's really what this week is about. It's not about like it going full force. As you're in full force, you are like it's kind of part of, it's integrated. It's part of your daily reality. It's part of who you are and what you do. So as that gets underway, you're going to see how impactful it is. Okay, that's what the Knight of Wands is telling us. You're going to see as you are in the middle of this, as you're acting on this. But where you're at this week specifically is strategizing the precise, solid platform that's going to work best for you and how you want to initiate that presenting of yourself in this material. Okay. So Capricorn, this looks fantastic. Just know that you are ready. You have everything you need. If you're feeling like it and you're questioning it all, like, am I ready? Is it time? It is. Yes. And even though you may not see it straight away, as this gains momentum, you will see that it's even more successful than you had actually envisioned for yourself, because it's like you're designed for this. You're interested in it and it worked for you for a reason, and people want to hear what you have to say, Capricorn. So this is a very pivotal and important week for you. It's a strategy week. So again, not super surprising with you guys being the cardinal sign of Earth or Pentacles, and Venus being Venus connecting with your ruling planet Saturn, like that you get to really, really, really like hone in on all of the details of exactly how you're going to step, and then it grows. Okay. And it is successful. You are about to be successful. So Capricorn, I hope that you very much enjoy this week and this full moon energy. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. And I am now going to move forward with Aquarius. Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for attending this live or watching the replay. It is just a fantastic week to really be able to go deep and to be able to strategize what's next for us in terms of love and money. Okay, so starting off here, Aquarius, we have the Eight of Wands. Now, this is you launching yourself with all of the confidence in the world in a very specific direction, and with so this is a launch from a solid foundation, is what it is. That Eight of Wands is a launch from a solid foundation with ferocity, with intention, with conviction. All right, so yeah, you guys are feeling full of power right now, Aquarius. So I applaud you. I hope that you're enjoying that feeling. I think we all love it when we can feel that way, kind of charged up and ready and secure and certain. Let's see what the next energy is for you here, Aquarius, for this week. Oh, that's 2 8s. Okay, that's 2 8s. 8 of Cups and 8 of Wands. Oh my God, talk about your creative forces being like amplified right now. You are 100% in your power. You are in your power because the eights are all about tapping into your own strength, tapping into your own personal power. Okay. To be able to, but knowing yourself completely enough to be able to walk in a direction that serves you best. Okay. You're walking away from something, you're walking to something that's really good for you, and you're doing it with power and conviction and knowledge of self. Good gosh, Aquarius, good job. Good job. All right, let's keep going here. And you have the 2 of Wands. Now, this 2 of Wands, I want to say, did pop out reversed. Okay, that's interesting that it popped out reversed. All right, so the 2 of Wands is about being able to make a decision to take your life from one place to the next. Okay, going from where you're at. So with it being reversed, we have to go, is it time to actually make a decision? So let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. And I'm actually feeling like I need to go ahead and continue using this Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms deck and to go a little bit deeper. Also, guys, if you guys are interested in personal time with me and in going and asking your questions, I have a Patreon community now. You can find me, Tamara Larice, on Patreon, and we go into things, learning tarot, whatever questions that you have in order to support your journey. I will be answering those questions for you guys. And like I said, that's on Patreon. I go live on Patreon. I will be there as people are interested in it at 4:00 on Monday. So this afternoon. Okay. So let's go into that Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Okay. I had felt that. Like maybe you're kind of like digging your heels in just a little bit about the change. Okay. Okay. Four of Wands is where you kind of rooted yourself and anchored yourself in. It's totally that foundation. Okay. And the Two of Wands suggests that you maybe don't want to rock the boat too much, pulling in just a little bit, making sure that you don't lose the gains that you have made. There you go. Making sure that you're not losing the gains that you have made as far as stability and security within yourself. Okay. And in your life. Okay. Nine of Cups. All right. So yeah, and I also have here, I want to say that at the bottom of the deck, I got two cards for you. And one is the Phoenix. And the other is the Sun card. Okay. So yeah, actually what you want in your life, where you want to see your life go is manifesting. You are this brilliant version of yourself. You are feeling alive and engaged, and everything is possible. And like the universe is listening and blessing you with everything that you've desired. And you want to make sure that the steps that you're taking moving forward don't disrupt that. But we have here as a second clarifier for the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups. So you're absolutely aligned with more of what you desire. So this reading is really to say to you, Aquarius, that everything is good right now and it's going to get better. So I think that it's less about having to be in your head and make decisions right now, and more about this emotional appreciation and alignment with what you have, because more is actually coming. Okay. And it won't take away from where you've gotten yourself. It's going to expand in the direction of where you want to go. Okay. So it's just like this brilliant continuation of ever expanding states of joy for you right now. It's like blessings after all these difficult periods of time. So if you have felt like you're ready for a win, then here it comes. If you have felt like you are winning and you want to make sure it doesn't go away, I'm here to tell you that it is not. So you have definitely earned your place. It has Jupiter written all over this. Like you've earned your place of where you have gotten yourself. You're never going to slide backwards from this position. You're only going to expand and it's just going to get better. Okay. All right, Aquarius, I hope that was helpful. I've certainly enjoyed that. And again, if you want to go further with me, join my Patreon. If not, I will see you guys all next week. Okay. I love you. All right. So all right. So Pisces, hello Pisces. So Pisces, it's no secret that node just turned into you, or that north node just went into your sign. So you're ready to get bigger and better and more brilliant and fulfill the things that you have desired for yourself. And when I say desire for yourself, what I'm talking about is what your soul wanted when it came into body. And you guys are very much the representative of soul, of spirit, right? So you guys are probably pretty connected to that part of yourself. But I think that you're probably going to have even greater revelations as far as what your soul had planned before you came into body. Okay. So it's what have you felt pulled to? Okay. So we have the devil here. So this is Saturn. This is the current structure that you're in. Why are you where you are, or why are you where you have been? Okay. And what has the belief been that has kept you there, that has held you there? And also speaks to, a belief of that's kept us in a place lower than we wanted to be, or that was possible for us, which does definitely lead to, because of the frustration and annoyance and even like feeling down on ourselves, it leads to like addictive or addiction behaviors, but also it can have us leaning on other people and experiencing codependency in our life. So, but I want you to know that when people are interpreting the devil as addictions, codependency, low level vibrations, that's all a byproduct. Okay. Pisces, that's just a byproduct of you having some sort of belief in a direction that's not consistent with what your higher self knows to be true. Okay. That's what the devil means. And so if we have the devil on deck, which we do, we're ready to take a look at it, which I love. Oh, the Magician. Okay. So the devil, and this is about you. And this is going to, especially after the devil card, this is going to sound negative, or this could be like even a controversial way of saying it, but I'm going to say it anyway because I feel called to. So what I am seeing, this Magician, is the ability to manipulate reality. Okay. The ability to manipulate reality. Now, when we are unhealed, we ourselves are unhealed, we allow other people to manipulate us, or we find power in manipulating others. We need others to behave in a certain way in order for us to feel important or empowered in our life. Okay. So the Magician speaks to your ability to tap into the highest version of you and be able to use that information to bless your own life without leaning on somebody else, or somebody else pulling away from your creative energies. Okay. Like kind of like letting other people tap into your energy, and you know what I mean? Like energy vampires, or people like sucking the life out of you. Right. So I think that that devil is kind of showing you where you have manipulated others, where other people have manipulated you, and where that energy can be better be served for your own personal intentions of fulfillment. Okay. So once we're in harmony with our soul's intentions, then we are the creators of our reality, and we no longer need to be something else for somebody else, or to expect other people to be something certain for us, or something specific for us to feel a certain way. Okay. So let's go ahead and find out. Okay. So yeah, there's some shadow work that you're doing. Of course there is, right? Because you're shifting, literally shifting. All the focus is making sure that you are the greatest version of yourself to fulfill that destiny. So it makes sense that there's a little bit of shadow work. Remember, I told you with this moon, right? Water, the moon in Cancer. So it's all about intuitive. It's all about going inside and unhooking from something that kept us where we were, where we are, to go beyond where we've been. Okay. So that's 5 of Wands is all about shadow work. Okay. This conflict that has you, it's a conflict card that has you kind of stuck, right? But there's also, if you're able to address or confront, or really be able to take an earnest and honest look at what it is that has the conflict, if you're able to just kind of like sit with the conflict, is it an internal, is it an external? And if it's external, it starts from something that you don't necessarily believe in yourself about, from internal. But where I'm going with this is that conflict card is all about liberation. Once you're able to view the conflict and not buy into it anymore, you can completely liberate yourself. So what the Wands is about, your career, about your creativity, about the action that you take in your life. It's also about travel and fun. It's about pleasure and joy. It's definitely about sexuality is also. So maybe you were holding yourself back, and it's time to really express yourself here, Pisces. So, and are you holding yourself back to benefit other people? Let's find out. Okay, so we have with the devil here to make sure we're all on the same page here. To clarify the devil, we have the 7 of Wands reversed. Boundaries. Boundaries. All right, Pisces. Well, and it's not even necessary. Okay, so here's the thing about boundaries. Again, we're talking about byproducts, okay? So what we, normally when we're going like, I need to set a boundary in this area, I'm like, go, you did this. I'm not letting you get away with this anymore. Enough done, right? But then those boundaries are not very often respected and honored, at least for not any duration of time. Because what is going on inside of you, where you have essentially abandoned yourself, okay, where you haven't been able to get in there and bring the light of love inside of yourself in a particular area of your life, you will find that other people don't have boundaries or are very respectful of what boundaries for you. So it's always about being able to find out what's going on in here. What needs more love from you inside of here? What needs your attention in here? What needs to be brought into the light of love? What subject inside of you? What part of you needs to be accepted by you? Because once you accept it and respect that part of you, and you love yourself in that area of your life, once you love that, I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. Then boundaries aren't something that you even communicate with others. It just is your energy. Okay. Once you respect that area of yourself, other people just naturally kind of fall in line and they respect it too. Okay. When you own something, others have no other option than to own it for you as well, or see you as that as well. Okay. So once you have that boundary, I think that we have the Tower card. I think there is definitely an event that's going to take place or has taken place or is taking place that is having you say something has to change. Something is changing and I have to take a look at my part in this. Okay. All right. The Magician. Let's go ahead and clarify the Magician. We have, okay. All right. So we have the Magician is the clarifier. To show you guys again, the Magician here being clarified by a potential of action. Okay. There is energy in a specific direction for you to be able to own your own strength. Okay. To own your strength here, Pisces. So where are you actually strong? So the Tower that you're experiencing, the sudden change of events or an event that changes the trajectory of your life. When this happens, okay, you have the opportunity. This isn't set in stone, okay? It's an opportunity because it's sideways. You have the opportunity to be able to move in the direction or to be able to have the insight of through peace and calm and love to own your own strength, to look that shadow right in the face, look that wild beast inside of you right in the face. So whatever abruptive event is happening in your life, it's meant to show you how powerful and strong you are. To clarify the 5 of Wands, we have here Scorpio, death, transformation and rebirth and transformation. Okay. Death and rebirth. I'm not saying that right, but you know what I mean? Okay. So let's go a little bit further into this. Okay. So what we have here is surrender, hopefulness and curiosity, a pure heart, which means that you're not doubting yourself, having had experiences so that you know yourself even more. Here is the feather, enlightenment or ideas and like inspired ideas. We also have the trampled king of the old way is dead. The old way of doing things, the old rule of thumb for you, the old standard that you live by, the laws that you abided by for yourself. We're all just picking and choosing what we want to obey in life, right? So whatever that was for you, it's over. It's done. That's what this shot is saying. Oh, no, it's no. You now are living in a higher version of yourself. You're meeting this higher version of yourself, which is like essentially divinity infinite potential right there, the peace and love, infinite potential, or higher consciousness, the divine speaking to you, and you abiding by your own call of truth. Okay. So that's the transformation. As you're doing that shadow work, this is where you're going to find yourself. And yeah, so then you move towards your fated destiny. Okay. So this is the call of spirit. This is the call of like, there's something better for me. This is you following your intuition, you following your passions. Yeah, there had been things that like worked out for you, but they're no longer for you. Okay. And I say like worked out for you because I feel like there was some manipulation. You're manipulating yourself. You're needing others to be a certain way for you, or other people are using you for their own intentions and their own purposes. So I want to know personally, I want to know just a little bit more about where you're going. You guys want to know that? You guys are transforming towards it. Where are you going? Okay. This is fascinating, you guys, because there's a lot of behind the scenes and like kind of like psychic or unconscious energy coming to your conscious. You're taking what's unconscious and making it conscious. All right. So in order to be in a much more concrete, firm collaborative work environment. Okay. So your work is what is about to change. This direction that you're going has to do with work and your financial upshift, right? Like securing financial well-being. But I want to say that and this is a long-term financially abundant situation, something that's going to be long-lasting and fruitful for you. Okay. But we have here the Eight of Swords, which is again having to free yourself from any place where you felt victim to, any wound inside of you that has held you back from the best career opportunity. Okay. We have you in your power here being able to suspend yourself from where you had thought everything meant, what meant stability to you, and being able to suspend the idea of that to allow yourself to move forward away from where you had been stuck. Okay. And then we have here the High Priestess, who is the one communicating with the Magician. Actually, this is what's possible for you. It hasn't manifested quite yet. And this is you when you're healed, the healed version of yourself, being able to bring that information, a High Priestess information into, or the psychic information, it's like it's unmanifested potential. Okay. And bring it into your physical reality with this Magician here. So, and again, all of this has to do with your work, with your career, with your earnings. All right. So this is really a time for you to like take a look at who you've been in the workplace, what you kind of let slide by, where you have felt like you needed to be somebody other than who you are in the workplace, maybe even doing things that you don't necessarily want to do. Maybe you're expected to work longer hours, or shift that you don't want to work, or you're having to do jobs that aren't necessarily part of your job description, or you did take like an entry level job, but you're more qualified. Where have you kind of cut yourself short for the sake of other people in order to be where you're at right now in your work environment? Because that's what's wanting to shift for you. That's what's wanting to change, is your finances and those who you work with, the structure of your work. Okay. The structure of where you work is what is transforming here. The transformation is you, Pisces. The transformation is you, but your work is what is kind of that carrot or the driving force. You guys want a little bit of information on that tower? You guys want to go a little bit deeper on the tower? I do because I'm curious. Let's go a little bit further, Pisces, onto that tower. I did see the 10 of Cups there. Okay, so we have the Devil. So remember, we had the devil first, was what the first card that came out. We had the lack of boundaries. We had the possibility to you moving in a direction that is much more serving to you. But the tower was what's opening up that possibility. So, and what was clarifying the devil was the tower and the lack of boundaries, the lack of clarity and boundaries. Now, what's interesting here is this tower is absolutely giving you the clarity that you need, the education and the drive, because what this woman does is she takes emotions out of the equation. She takes her experiences, and she extracts the wisdom from those experiences. All right. She's like, I've been through it. I know what I know, and I know where I need to go. And she blesses or moves directly and swiftly into her future. So this tower is giving you the clarity that you need to be able to pull yourself in the direction of making an internal change. Okay. So the tower is the event. And it could be just like this, like aha moment, right? A tower could just be that. But there is probably an event that happened in your life that made you kind of like wake up and realize, oh my God, I need to be moving in a different direction, and giving me the clarity to do that, which creates a transformation inside of me so that I can be that version who's ready for this next job structure in my life. So you guys are definitely enhancing or going to be leveling up in your career, but you're leveling up inside of yourself first. And this week is going to help you transform yourself to be ready for your new job opportunity, Pisces. So I hope that was very helpful for each of you. I love you. And we all have our shadow work to do, right? You probably aren't necessarily looking forward to more shadow work, but because you are a water sign, there's just a lot of that always going on with you guys. But yeah, it's time to shift something inside of you so that you're ready for this new career opportunity. So it's a time to trust yourself, love yourself, and go deep inside. And I think that bringing that enlightenment of love to places where it hadn't necessarily been before, you may not even have realized it, but there's an event that's going to show you. There's an event that's showing you or is going to show you exactly where it is that needs more love in your life. Okay. And it's going to pay off in large dividends financially and much more pleasure and happiness in your work environment. Okay. All right. So elevating your work. All right. Love you guys so much. Thanks for being here with me. If you guys want to go deeper, ask questions, I do a Q&A on my Patreon community at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to join me over there this evening, go to the link in my description box on YouTube for this video. You will see the Patreon link, or you can find me, Tamara Larice, on Patreon. Sign up, and I will meet you guys over there this afternoon. Okay, this afternoon, evening. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I will see you. If I don't see you on Patreon, I will see you guys all next week. Thank you. All right. So we have Aries, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. I love every one of you so much. This is a big transformative time. And are you guys feeling a sigh of relief a little bit? Because now that North Node officially moved out of your sign. I mean, I know you guys love pressure. I know you guys love like, let's get it on. Let's go. Let's like make it happen. You're never, ever going to stop making stuff happen or engaging in anything. But when it's the pressure of like, no, this is what your soul wants. It's kind of, not about what your human necessarily wants. And it's forcing you to go after that, your spiritual destiny, go after your fated destiny, what you had intended for yourself prior to coming into this body. It can be a little bit like, tug of war, right? So pressure's off now. You guys survived. Good job. All right. So we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is where we're starting out. Some sort of information or some sort of information is causing emotional pain, emotional distress. Now, the Three of Swords is not an emotional card. It's what we're focusing on when we're looking at the Three of Swords is what is that information that came in, and how can that be seen in a different light? How can you understand that information in a way that's serving to you versus hurting you? Okay. That's what the Three of Swords is about. Okay. How can you see the information that came to you in a different light so that it's serving you and not hurting you? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Again, this is another card of information. Pages are messengers on a subject that you're familiar with. Pentacles is about your physical reality, your energy, where you're putting your energy, where your energy resides, where you're putting your attention. Okay. So this is your finances. This is your love. This is your home. This is your all things that where you have decided that something deserves your attention. Okay. For whatever reason, you decided that. It may be an unconscious decision, but you have decided that, Aries. All right. So Two of Swords. Two of Swords. You can't at this moment necessarily see that there's a decision coming. Okay. All right. So we're going to go deeper here with the Three of Swords first. And we're going to use the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms to continue to clarify these cards for us, please. Nine of Swords. All right. So Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare, a continuous thought about something that is painful to think about. Okay. This is like the decision, and albeit it cannot be easy to necessarily decide something otherwise, but it is very much a decision to continue to terrorize yourself about something that hurt you, okay? Or it hurts you to think about. Something is on your mind that hurts you to think about. We have two cards here. This is about emotional maturity and being able to tap into your creative energies, be able to receive ideas through emotional maturity. Now that's interesting because we have also the Four of Swords, another card of information and thinking. This is balanced information. So what happens here, these are all clarifiers for the Three of Swords. So you're actually moving or have just moved from, because it's the first card that came out. So you're either still dealing with this or you have just gotten past this, where you were dealing with a heartache, a heartbreak of some sort based on information that had come in. You were able to take a look at your overthinking, constantly overthinking. You're able to bring yourself to a place of quiet inside, balance inside, to be able to be inspired in your mind and in your body. And then here you are in this emotionally more emotionally mature place. So all of that with the Three of Swords, you moved through in order to be able to stabilize yourself emotionally. You understood what it takes or needed to happen in order to stabilize yourself. Okay, so you guys were able to kind of work through that process, but now there's this Page of Pentacles. All right, so what's this Page of Pentacles talking about? So good job there, Aries. Great job. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Okay, all right. So Page of Pentacles is information on a subject that you're already familiar with. Ace of Swords is a new perspective. It's some sort of this information on this subject that you're familiar with that has to do with your material reality, even your finances. Okay. You're going to be able to see it because of this information that comes in on that subject. You're going to be able to see things completely different or have some sort of clarity, some sort of realization on that subject that has you actually moving yourself away from anybody who does not serve you well. It will have you be strategizing the way that you do. And you're going, I need to go about things different than I had before. This realization happens. And then it is about this Two of Cups reversed. So it might be for withdrawing your attention the way that you had been engaged with somebody who's a significant partner in your life. Okay. Yeah, this has something to do with removing yourself from the current dynamics or what had been the dynamics in some significant relationship. Yes, it could be like I'm breaking up with, or I'm moving away from, or my attention is not going to be where it had been with this person. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles here and that Eight of Pentacles is reversed. Okay. So I really, and I'm going to use the the tarot of, not that, that's that one. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite. Okay. I'm going to use traditional Rider-Waite to get some information on the Eight of Pentacles for you here, Aries. Woo! With at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups, meaning moving towards something you're more passionate about. Eight of Pentacles is about what you have, like a skill that you're honing in on in order to, now this could be like you like fine-tuning your home. This could be fine-tuning a hobby or a project, fine-tuning some sort of like what you do best as far as work is concerned, and you getting really, really good at what you do, and that beginning to pay off. Now it's reversed, so that's interesting. We have here the family card. Okay, the card of family, happy home, happy life, emotional support from everyone around you, giving you ideas. So I think that you might be actually, what you're doing is you could be breaking up with a business partner. You could be redefining your roles within a business at this point. You could be, instead of spending your attention on a romantic partnership, instead refocusing your energy back towards your work and your place and role in your life. Okay. And that could be also. So here we're going to move over to the Two of Swords and find out a little bit more to kind of bring this all home, because we got the ideas and we have passion, and we have fantasy, and we have, what are you doing with your mind, the creativity, the potentials. You know, what I'm getting from all of that is that maybe because you changed the dynamics in some sort of relationship, and you're able to instead bring yourself to a place of emotional fulfillment within that relationship, so that you stand a better chance of meeting goals or being where you want to be. Okay, so let's go to the Two of Swords and see what that is. Oh, Four of Wands. Because the Two of Swords is like, I can't necessarily see that there's a choice. Two of Swords reversed is like, or I can't see the options in this choice. There are other choices. Maybe you can't even see that you do have a choice. To be honest with you, I feel like what this Two of Swords is saying to you is that it's less about you having the strategy all worked out. It's less about that, Aries. It's more about tuning into like the version of your reality, the emotional version of your reality that you want to, aligning with that emotional version. And then it's all action from there. It's all action from there. So I think that what you're doing is you're really realigning your focus from where it had been in a particular dynamic with somebody else back to what you need to do for you. What you need to do for you, because we have the Four of Wands here. And this can be a card of success. This is also a card of success. This is a card of like reaching a milestone. This is a card of like liberation and free thinking that takes you to like a career advancement, okay? Like a promotion, because you trusted yourself and you acted from a place of trust. And here you see like all of these opportunities and you chose. So here you meet a milestone as far as your work is concerned. Here you have a new opportunity open up, and here that opportunity is showing us it opened up as a career advancement in order to reflect back to you how you pulled your energy back. You made like clear, wise decisions for yourself, independent decisions, and you took action from that place. So it's literally all about like a perspective change, information, a perspective change, because we have the Ace of Swords here, which is all about truth and perspective. Okay, knowledge, clarity. So I think that a situation that had been turbulent kind of had you got off track a little bit in some sort of relationship. You withdrew your attention from that. You focused your attention on yourself, and you made a plan to redirect your energies towards what is more meaningful and productive for you. And essentially, you have realigned yourself with your own new truth. And you're able to find greater career gains from that, where you had felt like your career maybe wasn't enjoyable enough, or your career wasn't advancing enough. And kind of just like, well, things weren't exactly where you wanted to be. It had to do with your attention going towards this relationship in a way that wasn't helpful or serving to you. So you've shift that dynamics, and now you're bringing yourself back to you, and you're going to gain success because of it. So, yeah, so it's just a matter of like refocusing that attention back to yourself, and being, you guys are the sign of the I am. Like, right, you are independent, you are strategic, you are powerful in the actions that you take. And I think that some of that may have been a little bit watered down because of your attention within a relationship. So the South Node the South Node had been in Libra, which is the we are, or the sign of relationships and partnerships. So business partners, love relationships, how you engage with other people. I think that has come to a close as far as what you needed to learn about where you were in those relationships, and how tuning into your truth is what serves everyone best. Okay. So losing yourself within a relationship, you are tapping back into your own truth, which will serve everyone very, very well. Okay. So you're not being like rude as far as do that real quick. You're not being, it's not mean to choose you. It's best for everybody, for each of us to choose ourselves. Okay. And I think that you've realized that. All right, Aries, thank you so much for being here with me. If you guys want to go deeper with me for a Q&A, I am live on my Patreon at 4 p.m. Pacific or 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will do deeper dives on anything that's important to you, any questions that you might have. I love you all, and I will see you next week if I don't see you on Patreon this evening. All right, so now we have Taurus. Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for taking the time to find out any information or direction from Spirit. We do have this new moon in Cancer that is having every one of us go deeper inside to access a deeper truth within ourselves, because we're realigning ourselves with our subconscious, like what's subconsciously guiding us, and how is that helping us fulfill our destiny? Okay. So really kind of like washing out the cobwebs in the old subconscious there, right? A little bit of housekeeping, a little bit of house cleaning. Okay. So why was that message what was coming out for you guys? Because we have the Six of Swords. Yeah. So the Six of Swords is where you go down into what was creating turbulence and emotional discord in your life. Go down there, find out what was the root cause of that, and being able to bring yourself and guide yourself to a place of security and calm and certainty. Now, I say certainty for a very specific reason. We have here in this deck the depiction of, well, I guess in the both of them, it's not just this deck. So at both the Rider-Waite-Smith and this deck, we're seeing a boat. Now we're seeing that the boat is coming out of troubled waters, right? Moving out of troubled waters. When the boat is rocking, that is not when you want to take action. That is not when you want to make your moves. Okay. So if the boat is being swayed back and forth, you charting a course may not be as impactful as it is when the boat stops rocking. So what happens is you go down into, why is the boat rocking? Why is this uncomfortable? Go down into that so that you can bring yourself back to a place of like, okay, now it's calm. And now I can chart my course for clear action forward. All right. So 5 of Pentacles. This is where you walk away from something that you had been giving your attention to. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Now, this can be connections and relationships that were founded in a wound, partnerships and relationships that came together when you were not in a very healthy place, and you may need to be walking away from those. It can also just be breaking up with a version of yourself that was unhealthy. All right. To complete flip around here, because now we have the Queen of Wands. This is where you're confident. This is where you're taking action from a powerful place. This is about like knowing exactly where you want to go. It's like understanding what step to take and when. This is like, because you know the world is like your oyster. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers for each one of those. The 6 of Swords. So what you've been questioning, what's been emotionally turbulent is career success. Okay, that's what's been emotionally turbulent. Career success or creative success. Yeah. What do you really want? As things start coming your way, as opportunities start presenting themselves, how are you balancing yourself in that? Really here what I'm getting for you is from this is that, do you see how those ships back there are on that turbulent water, and this ship back here is on turbulent water? I think that there's been something out of balance. It's been out of balance inside of you, or you're trying to juggle or balance too many things. The transition from where you're at to career success has been like a messy transition. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and clarify. So that's where you're going into. That's kind of like the decision or this like realization or recognition of that taking place in your life that has you going deeper, all right, and taking a look at the wound, which is the 5 of Pentacles. So clarifier. Yeah, we got the Judgment card, you guys, to clarify the 5 of Pentacles, Judgment. Okay, all right. So Judgment is spirit. It's the clarion call. It is the call from spirit for you to be the next great version of yourself. So in order for you to do that, you have to break up with the lower version of you, right? So this is where you wake up, wake up to where you've like been asleep at the wheel in your life, so that you can grow, so you can go, so you can do and be what you came here to be, right? We also have the 10 of Cups, which is all about emotional support group to help you achieve your goals, right? So I think that you may be joining a group, you may be starting a group, you may be connected to some group of people that you would consider a family or a unit that help you achieve these goals, help you chart your course, okay? Chart your course to fulfill your destiny. Let's go ahead with that Queen of Wands, because this is where you're taking the action. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. I think that's where Capricorn got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Both you guys are earth signs. Okay. So this is about knowing where your energy is so that you're solid within yourself to be able to take that clear action. Okay. And powerfully make your stand in the world. Another card, please, Spirit, for the Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, another earth sign. Okay. So the Page of Pentacles is curiosity and information about where your finances can be, where your home could be. Let's go ahead and Temperance. Okay. because I think that we just need to go further into I feel like our deep dive here is in this Queen of Wands, about like where you're going and what this outcome is for you that you've been working towards. So Queen of Pentacles, knowing yourself, and knowing your energy, nurturing. It's about self-care, about tending to the things that are important to you, about everything's like in like an organized fashion, so that you know exactly like when you really take a look at like where things are, so that you know and clean up any, like I said in the beginning, any cobwebs around it. Now you have clarity on direction. Okay. Your clarity on direction. So Page of Pentacles is information on a subject that you're already familiar with that has to do with your home and your finances. Okay. Temperance. Okay. Another card of being a healed version of yourself. Success is imminent. Having a firm foot in both your emotional body and your intuitive body. Okay. This is where you're able to have the balance in your life to be guided, and not forcing anything, but you're able to now see over challenges. Okay. So I have to say that there's like a lot of mental clarity in this, where there had been mental fog. All right. So there we have it. This Queen of Wands is all about you 100% rising above any challenging or turbulent or difficult situation in your life. Okay. Rising above the duality of it, like the opinions and even the judgment. And this is an internal judgment. Okay. This is internal labels that you have put on things, where you're like, this is good, this is bad, I don't like this, I like that. What do I do about this? I'm not sure what to do about this. How do I get over that? So this, like when you're in the particulars, right? Well, we're rising above. When we have major arcana cards, which both of these are, we're looking at the energy that is applied to the situation. Okay. So the energy that's applied to the situation is, first of all, intuition. And second of all, being able to bring, this is a card, again, a card of balance. So bring in balance through your divine feminine, which is your intuition, okay, and your action. So what happens here is that you are able to rise above the difficulties by choosing to be balanced. Really, this is so much about mental clarity and mental balance. And there's not even any swords. Oh, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords was on the deck here. But I feel like a massive shift out of mental fog. Okay. And connecting with emotional security inside of your body, with the group that gives you direction, and that balance between action and intuition, to where you are tapped into source energy to be able to receive that information on how to act, rather than being caught up and reacting to the details. Okay. You're no longer like just labeling and reacting to this popped up and that happened and this happened. No, you're up here. Like, I know that through divine inspiration and inspired action, I'm going to meet the success in this group that I'm involved in, is giving me the emotional support to be able to take that, to do that, and have the success that I know is possible. Now, we have here also, I just want to say, as this final outcome for you, this is where you expand yourself to a point that you have gained so much that you're ready to give to other people. Okay, so you've expanded, and you are then able to receive greater financial abundance because of this. And this is also Queen of the Harvest. This is your card. This is Venus here. Queen of the Harvest, Queen of new reality, Queen of abundance, Queen of luxury. So she's ready for a life of luxury, ready for life to be simple, much more simple than it had been before. I think that honestly, you're recognizing where you had made things more difficult from yourself than necessary. You got yourself involved with a support system that's giving you clear direction, and you're able to now balance the intuition with the action, and your now life gets a whole lot easier and a whole lot of more abundant for you. So and absolutely successful. And it feels, I just feel the lightness in your character, the lightness in in possibilities, the lightness in what you're allowing in. I think that definitely clarity is what you needed, and clarity is what you will have. And you're going to feel much more balanced than you had been for a little while. Okay. Balance is the key. Divine inspiration and inspired action. Okay. That's your key, and that's what you'll be experiencing this week. And you are going to take leaps and bounds in what's possible, and it's going to be much easier than it had ever been before, Taurus. So that's really, I bet, a big relief for you guys. I bet you're tired of kind of spinning around in circles and chasing your own tail, right? So if you want to go deeper with me, I am on Patreon for a live Q&A. Any subjects that you have about, what you want to do with your life, how you want to expand it, subjects about tarot, all of those things we can talk about openly on my Patreon, 4:00 Pacific, 7:00 Eastern this evening tonight. Okay. All right. So we are going to do Gemini. One moment here. Gemini, thank you so much for joining me for your live or on the replay. Thank you. For this new moon in Cancer, which is your second house of earnings, right? Your material possessions and your earnings. So what do you need to know deeper about that? So I just had, I've been using the tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms, Gemini, for all of the readings. And I started shuffling and pulling cards from the other deck, the deck I've been using as a clarifier. So I just want to say, the two cards that came out for you is this this card of a new strategy, moving yourself away from any situation, either situation in your mind or a situation with other people that had you questioning your I think questioning loyalty in your life, questioning those who are best for you in your life. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is about love. It's about, using your creativity for something that you love. She just gracefully and kindly understands and knows and loves. So this is fascinating that we have a Cancer card here with this new moon in Cancer in your second house, and just card of strategy and potential manipulation around you, something that wasn't not necessarily good and helpful for you. So we're with the tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. The first card that comes out is the Ten of Swords. Now this is rising above a dark and heavy situation into something lighter. Okay, this is like the end of whatever had been hurting you over here, whoever had been hurting you over here, that requires you to do something different, move yourself away from that situation. It's at the end. Okay. You're ending that. And you're ready to start something else. I think you're tired of where you've been. So let's go here to the second card, or Seven of Swords again. Seven of Swords. So Nine of Wands. Yeah. So it's kind of pretty heavy on your heart right now, Gemini. Do I move away from something that I thought was beautiful and lovely that didn't turn out so great? This wasn't necessarily best for me. And how do I gain my own personal strength back to walk and go and do what's best for me? Let's Well, emotional maturity, emotional security. That's what you're seeking here. That's what you're seeking is emotional security. There's the Hierophant, trusting your own guidance. We're going to go a little bit deeper into, well, we definitely need to go into the Seven of Swords. We definitely need to go into that Seven of Swords. Because your desire is to end something that had been painful. Okay, so I don't know if I'm necessarily clarifying each card. I'm more like clarifying the entire read at this point, I think. So we have the Lovers. This is you standing in your power. This is where you may be connected with a divine masculine or divine feminine in your life, or thought that it was going to be a divine union. And what happens is you find out where things are out of whack or out of balance that may have called in an unhealthy connection, or where things, or maybe even, maybe the entire connection isn't necessarily unhealthy. I want to make sure what I'm saying is accurate here, because at first I had thought, is it just that there was some part of the relationship that was unhealthy? And I think what's happening is it might be showing itself to you. And so it has you rethinking things. Okay, so let's keep going here. So we have the Nine of Swords, which is, again, overwhelming, scary thoughts, replaying the past over and over again, along with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Cups, understanding your own heart desires, what you love, what you appreciate, what you adore. We have the Queen of Pentacles, you understanding how to embody self-care, to nurture your own energy field so that you can apply your attention into something that's going to be healthy and good for you. So let's go into that King of Cups, who definitely is where you're headed here. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Six of Wands, Justice. Okay. Now with the Hierophant having shown itself and now Justice here, are you thinking about making a long-term commitment to somebody or something? Okay. Five of Wands. Again, shadow work. Where had you been fighting something? How something had been causing a conflict? Five of Cups, something that you regret, something from the past that was emotionally difficult. So again, and I've seen this with you guys before, Gemini, I have to ask, are you guys replaying? Are you seeing a repeat in this relationship that you're in, or something that you're connected to? Are you seeing a repeat of something from the past? Or have you been expecting whatever happened in the past to happen in this? And so you're starting to see similarities in where you're at compared to where you had been that didn't work for you. Are there similarities? Okay. So the call here is with the Six of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, is for you to go back and to heal the part of you that had been wounded in the previous situation from the past. You're being called to heal that, okay? And to be able to allow yourself to have deep, significant connections because of it. And the ability to connect on an honest, loving level where you trust yourself and you trust the other person, because now you've healed that old wound, you're able to then dive into your career and your personal success. Okay. So something to do with a relationship from the past influencing a relationship currently. And your answer is to allow yourself the healing, the space to heal that, draw the parallel, and stop letting the past influence the future. Give yourself the ability to connect deeply with other people in your life, because it is the connection with others that is going to help you be able to gain your career success and ultimately achieve what you have set out to achieve and want to. You're very, very creative, Gemini, and your creativity is extremely important to you to be able to see where what is able to come from some sort of creative venture that you're involved in, something that you like to put your all of your heart and soul into. You want to be able to feel yourself, know your self as success in that field, right? But something to do with relationships is hindering your work. So you've got to heal the wound from the relationship, make a stronger, deeper connection, and then your work will take off in the direction that you want it to go. So that's the read for you guys. And there is, again, with the Hierophant and with Justice, you could be having a new contract from work, a new contract that puts you in a position of being a boss. Or you could be so now newfound connection with this person that you have a proposal. So you get married to this person. So, and maybe, deciding that you are so committed to this person that you would marry them is what expands your career, and you get the offer to be now have a new, what is that called? The word is escaping me just a moment here. Promotion. Okay. So, and it's a promotion into leadership, but it could be, if you're working for yourself, you promoting yourself, right? So, and being successful at the promotion of yourself. So Gemini, it is about healing that old wound right now and connecting with somebody emotionally deeper than you had before, so that you can expand where you'd like to see your career go. Okay. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, Gemini. If you guys want to go deeper, have more questions that you want to ask, join me live on Patreon. You can either go in my description box on YouTube, or you can find me on Patreon, Tamara Larice, and we will be live at 4:00 Pacific, 7:00 Eastern, and we can have deeper discussions on all of this, okay? Thank you so much, Gemini, for being here with me. I love you all. If I don't see you on Patreon, I will see you all next week, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Cancer, hello. Thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. It's so great to be here with you guys. How dare I ask, how is the full moon treating you guys? Has it been heavy? Has it been emotional? Has it been deep? Whoo! I bet all of the above, right? All right, Cancer, let's find out what Spirit has to say for you. What's the point of clarification? So I have 2 cards coming out for the first card. Oh, shoot. All right. This is an offer. This is being able to be open to receive. This is open to receive love. This is open to receive an offer. Well, in this deck, it definitely looks like an offer of love that has you soaring, that is going to help you soar. Okay. Now, is there a love connection in your life? Is there a love offer coming to you? Or is it you being so in love with what you have decided to do with your life, being so connected to your passions that an offer comes through to support your passions? So either one can be true. The next card in your spread today, Cancer. I thought I had another one come out, but no, I did not. Okay. So the next card is Ace of Swords. New truth, new clarity, new understanding, new information, new knowledge. It's something new point of enlightenment for you. Okay. I say new because aces are all about something, a truth or clarity being experienced, or a new perspective that you had never seen before. Aces are new. Aces are brand new energies. Page of Pentacles and the World. Page of Pentacles and the World. What this looks like to me is that this new perspective, this new truth, this new piece of information that you get. So there's an offer, okay, or there's a particular feeling of love and expansion, okay, that has you, it puts you into this like beautiful, loving, receiving, opening yourself up mode. All right. And because you open up like this, you receive clarity, realization, or information that you had never had before on a subject of finances, home. Okay. You could be getting, this could be this definitely could be and is looking like a career advancement for you, a career opportunity, or something that's going to enhance your finances. Okay. It also could be a new place that you're living, information on somewhere that you are maybe even moving so that you can have this new career. Maybe because of the love in your life or your love with your life, you're going to another level. This is the World card. This is where you have gained all of the information that you know, and through a huge cycle in your life, like 9-year cycle. Okay. And we're in a 9-year now. So you've gotten everything that you needed to out of that situation. And now you're waiting for a piece of information to come in about where you're going next in the world. Okay. Where you're going next in the world. And I think that Ace of Swords puts you in a position of being, so I can't say, maybe the Ace of Swords is all about you recognize that you need to go. You recognize that you need to have something fresh, something brand new in your life. All right, we're going to go into the Ace of Swords. Definitely. Well, okay, you're right. Let's go into the Knight of Cups. Hanged man, ending a cycle, right? Ending a subconscious pattern. So where you had been hung up in a place of love. Now, this can be passion for what you're doing or passion for a person, okay? Whatever that was, what you did is you shifted the dynamics, okay? You shifted an old pattern so that you're getting something new. You shifted out of the old way of doing things. What you had done all the time, you did something different. You did something different here, Cancer, and it's giving you something new, and you're loving it. You are loving it. Okay, so 8 of Swords, Page of Wands, along with that Page of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Okay, so this information that you're getting is definitely realizing that, okay, so let's say that you've been working on this job for a period of time. Let's just play out this scenario for just a moment, and it might help you to be able to relate it in specifically in what's going on in your life, Cancer. Okay, so let's say that you have been in this job for a period of time, or maybe even living single for a period of time. And then you find yourself, you decide to heal or do something different. Okay. So you end a cycle so that you're not continuing to get that same pattern, that same outcome. Okay. So you've done something different and you excel, right? Now you're in love with what you do. You're in love with life. You found a love partner and they're making an offer. Okay. So so what happens is you then have this realization that you're more prepared, that you are ready to take this offer to a new level. I think that maybe you're able to be able to see yourself in a position that you hadn't before. So maybe you're moving from like middle management to upper management, or entry level to management, or something like that. You're taking this big career upshift, this leveling up. You're stepping up a few steps. It feels like big steps. Okay. You're realizing that that's possible. That job has opened up and you're getting information that actually I could do this. I'm prepared for this. So now you're just waiting for the final piece of information on that subject. Like, where did you get that job? Where are you going to live? Is that job going to take you somewhere else? What is the details of that job? Like that final piece of information that like brings it all together. You're just waiting for that, because your world then changes once you get that final piece of information. So the Swords is like, oh, now because of this love in my life, now I have this possibility. I can see that this is possible for me. The job is opening, or this love that I have in my life. Now we're going to be able to take our life to someplace new. And you're waiting for a little bit more information to come to like guide your steps on exactly where that's going to be. Okay. Or what exactly the specifics of what it's going to look like. Definitely impactful on your career. Okay. Your passion. And because we have the 8 of Pentacles here, where it is where all that you've been working on, all that you've been doing, what you've been focusing on is adding up and is about to pay off. And of course, we have the King of Cups, or King of Cups, King of Wands. So this is about family and connection. This is about career opportunities, about being well prepared for a new opportunity opening up for you, and you are able to take that step as soon as the information arises. Okay. As soon as that information arrives. So you guys definitely went from things that you know, where you recognize where things weren't working out for you, and you applied love to the situation, and it changed everything. That's what happened. Honestly, that's exactly what happened. You guys recognized what wasn't working for you. You applied love to the situation, and it's changed everything. Your entire world's changing because of it, Cancer. So, yeah. And in fact, if you really look at deep spiritual teachings, love is the only thing that can move anything forward. And I don't mean just like, you know, blindly, devotionally loving somebody. What I'm talking about is actual love for yourself, actual adoration for what you're doing, actual love for what you're capable of, actual deep, authentic love is what will move any situation forward. It will change everything in your favor. Okay. All right. So Cancer, you did that, and now you're getting the rewards. So good job. Good job. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you guys want to go deeper, join me at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern on my Patreon. If you see me on Mondays, every Monday, if you see this on YouTube, you can go to the description box and you can click that, and you can join me live on Monday late afternoon evenings. If you are on TikTok, I don't know how exactly to connect that to TikTok yet. And so what you'd want to do is just go to Patreon and put my name in, Tamara Laurice, and I would love to see you all there. I'm excited to get to know each one of you just a little bit better. So, and to dive into your questions and help you find clarity, a deeper clarity in your own personal life. So I love you all. I will see you guys next week if I don't see you on Patreon this afternoon. And thank you for being here with me. I love you. Leo, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you joining me for your new moon. No, it is not new moon. It is a full moon. It is a full moon in Cancer. Cancer rules your 12th house of subconscious patterning. What is going on in your narrative? What is going on below the surface? What is the energy and intelligent influence in your life? That is where you're going deep. That is where you're going deep. Okay. All right, Leos. Let's see here. I've got 2 cards here. The Emperor reversed and the 6 of Swords. So the Emperor upright. Other way. The Emperor upright. Okay. Let's get these cards where they need to be. The Emperor upright speaks to self actualization. It speaks to being able to be the master of your reality, being able to be responsible in every area of your life. It speaks to having strategy in action. It speaks to self-mastery and being able to apply that mastery in every aspect of your life, because he is the King of Kings. All kings collapse into, when all their energies combined, come into the Emperor, which means you have mastered all of these areas of your life. Now, just because you reach Emperor status doesn't mean that that's where you stay. Okay. There is still continuous work that you need to do in order to maintain your ability to serve your life well. Okay. And that's where you're at because it's reversed. And we've got the Six of Swords with it. So the Six of Swords is where you're taking yourself from something that had been emotionally difficult, something that has been deep below the surface that has been impacting your life in a way that's less than desirable. And you're having to take a look at that. This is a deep dive. What did I say about your subconscious? That's you're having to take a deep dive in what has been unconsciously influencing you, and you're going to bring that to the surface so that you can recognize what change needs to occur so that you can gain career success, so that you can feel like you have greater autonomy or greater impact in your personal life. So when I say impact, that means that you have clarity of decision, that you have strong independent decision-making skills. So if we're starting to like take a look or notice, where is it that I need to be looking inside of me so that I can find what I need to change? It has to do with where you have felt like you could not make your own choices. Okay. Where did you feel disempowered in your decision making that has led you to a almost diminished, watered down, less than desirable experience in your career? Okay, so something to do with independent decisions is impacting your career. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles is really about being specific with your, you guys, if you think back to last week's reading, okay, last week's reading was talking to you guys about being able to know exactly what you're paying attention to and how you're feeling about what, you know what I mean? Like really being able to choose the energy that you're in before proceeding. Okay. Now this has to do with your home. This has to do with your finances. This has to do with your material possessions, which your career impacts. Okay. So I think that what's up here is what is influencing your decision-making. That's where you got to look. That's where the work is for you. Okay. So something's interfering with your energy, okay, to be able to make clear, wise decisions for yourself. We have the moon. You don't want to go inside. It's the moon reverse. Like, I don't want to go down there. I don't want to go deep. Temperance. Yeah. Temperance is, well, I mean, look. Okay. So the moon is about being, the moon is saying that you're actually being guided here on your path. Okay. And there's disruption and there's anxieties and there's frustrations and things that are pulling and vying for your attention. Okay. And possibly could hurt you. Now think about the strength card for just a moment and how the strength card is your card. And it's about this divine being within you that's at peace, that's able to take a look at anything that is scary or overwhelmingly challenging, like inner demons, right? Like what's really like hurting me? Looking fear in the face and being able to tame it. Okay. That's strength. And you represent the ability to do that. Okay. Because what happens from there is being able to realize or materialize a new reality, because you also stand for that. Okay. And it's the Empress. Mind you, it's the Empress in the strength card. And the Empress is about the ability to be open to a new reality. So if the Empress is showing up in your strength card, your ability to be open to a new reality is what's being challenged here because of your decision-making skills that have to do with your independence. Okay. So we have trouble emotional turbulence here. We have the moon is actually reversed, where you're not really letting yourself be guided from one place to another. Now, what is on the other side of this is a brand new pool of water, a brand new expanded environment for you that has to do with your career. Okay. It has to do with your finances. So we have you kind of like digging your heels in and being stubborn about like really taking a strong and honest assessment at the energy that you're in. And you may be feeling a little bit low. You may be feeling like frustrated. You may be feeling kind of emotionally overwhelmed or like hopeless at the moment, because you may not really be wanting to look at what's the big impact here. And I'm telling you, from what these cards are saying to me, it has to do with where you're trusting yourself to make decisions that may impact or influence other people. And that might be why you're not able to take the reins on that. You're letting other people influence your decision-making skills, and it's hurting your ability to surrender to this shift and this change and to grow financially and career-wise. Okay. So we went into the water part, which water we know in tarot represents emotions, your emotional body. All right. And we have temperance here. So I have to say to you that honestly, you guys, it is your emotional body that you need to go into. You need to recognize how impactful and weighing somebody else into the equation and putting their emotional well-being before your decision-making is exactly where you need to go. And here we have you standing firm in your own emotional body of water. Okay. Giving you the ability to take any challenging situation or to be able to see beyond the obstacles. Essentially, you're tapping into source to be able to receive inspiration. Okay. Tapping into source to be guided and to be able to see solutions for from where you're at to where you're going. Success is imminent. That's you in the background, literally you, the sun in the background, emanating this promise of success. Okay. Success is yours, but how long do you want to delay it by allowing other people's influence, allowing somebody else's emotional well-being, allowing your decision-making skills or abilities, not skills, but abilities to be influenced by what you think is best for somebody else and denying yourself what is best for you. So here we have you getting really curious about what's possible for your life. Very, very curious about what's possible. Okay. So I think that curiosity is a great place to start this. Okay. I've said this before on other readings, but I think that honestly, in my personal opinion, as a member of the human race and all my life experiences, that curiosity has been one of the most underrated, or maybe not given the attention that it deserves. Okay, so curiosity is one of our greatest assets, and I think that really being able to give it the value that it deserves, because for me to be able to read tarot, I have to allow myself to be curious. In order for me to do healing sessions or to be able to find what is like, and I'm talking about like past life stuff for people. I'm talking about anything that may be a hook that's holding somebody stagnant in a very particular place in their life, and to be able to see around that, I have to be curious. Okay. And that is the only thing that's going to really be, or excuse me, not only, but I think that Spirit's really saying that that's your in. Curiosity, the energy of curiosity is your in for movement or clarity on what you need to see to make this shift, to make this change. Be curious, be curious. Okay, yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. So here you get curious. And what comes from that curiosity is very clear, firm decision from all these possibilities, all of this difficult time in your life, all of this hardship that you may have experienced. And now there's things coming forward for you, and you're totally aligned. You're absolutely aligned with all of your success, all of your wishes fulfilled, all of your emotional well-being. Curiosity is the key. Oops. So yeah, and it takes you out of having to go. So here's where you went. So that we started this full circle now. We started with the Six of Swords, where you had to go deep into your emotional troubled waters there to set your course for calm and peaceful, to know what that is. And here you are. Here you are. Now, this could mean you're being stubborn about it, or you have done that work. You have done that work, and now you're able to move forward to the calm. You've gotten the information that you need from being curious. And here we have at the bottom of the deck, emotional support group. Emotional support group. So this is friends. This is people that you cherish, that you celebrate life with. Do you guys know that about psychic scent? So I get it every once in a while. I don't get it all it's not something that I bring into my psychic sessions all the time, but every once in a while I will get like this strong, like repeating scent over and over again. And so I was like, is somebody here? But nobody's here unless it's somebody who isn't alive, but I'm not tapping into that. What I'm saying is that I keep getting the smell of this cologne that I have not, there's nobody in my family that wears that cologne. So, and there's nobody here. So I'm like getting over and over again. It's like kind of almost distracting. It's so strong, the scent of this cologne. So, and it will show itself. It will show itself. Either there's somebody who's wanting to connect with me, or there is something that is going to occur that is with this scent, somebody who wears the scent. So I'm kind of curious about what that's going to look like. It's always curiosity, right? Curiosity will bring us to like really new enlightenment, understanding. So the whole thing here is that when you guys get curious about whatever is paining you, whatever is causing your distress in your life, what is delaying your progress in life, when you get curious about it, that's what is going to take you into the realization, and it makes it really simple. Okay. And then you are able to apply that new knowledge to chart your course forward easily. Okay. And really what it comes down to is you guys being able to allow yourself the love necessary to make decisions for you, okay? Not about what's best for everybody else, because everybody else is creating their own reality. And I promise you guys this, I have a promise here, again, from my own experience in life and interaction with spirit and the application of love to every situation, that when you align with what is best for you and you don't sell yourself short or cut yourself short for the sake of somebody else, your goals and the goals of everybody else that are, the highest good. I guess this is the best way to say it. What is for your highest good and what is for the highest good of everybody else around you will simultaneously come together into something beautiful. Okay. So you can't hold yourself back for anybody else. Okay. You need to continue making decisions for yourself. And it might feel uncomfortable to be selfish to that degree, but it's necessary for you to do that so that you are part of the co-creative experience of what's best for you and everybody else at this point. Okay. So you are the master of your reality. You're a fire sign, right? But continuing to wear that crown, the emperor's crown, it's important for you to be very clear on your values, be very clear on your truth, and be very clear on what your needs are. Again, curiosity will give you this insight. Okay. Just be very curious about it. And that scent is not stopping. There is something here. Okay. All right. So, thank you so much, Leo. Leo, thank you so much for being here with me. If you guys want to go deeper, if you guys want to have a deeper conversation and have questions that you want to ask me, please join me this afternoon on Patreon. You can go to my YouTube and click the link there below in the description box for my YouTube for my Patreon. You can go to Patreon itself, put in my name, Tamara Larice, and you'll be able to join me there for Q&A or deeper dive, whatever subjects are important to you. Even learn more about tarot yourself if you're a reader. or wanting to get into reading. And we are live every Monday between 4 p.m. or at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. All right. If I don't see you there, I love you all. Take care. Trust yourself. Make your choices for you. Get curious. And I will see you guys all next week if I don't see you on Patreon this evening. Okay. I love you guys. Bye-bye. All right. Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. Virgo, how are you today? How is this full moon treating you? It's, well, I think that this full moon definitely has you going into a deep dive about potentially where you have been stagnant. And I say that because the South Node is in your sign. The South Node is always about our comfort zones and what we thought, where we gained our sense of stability and what we thought was like, this is the way things are for us. Yep, that's all under for review now. So Virgo, buckle up. Here we go. Next 18 months, transformation. But it's all going to be good, right? You're a mutable sign, right? You're flexible. Can you be flexible in ways that serve you? Not just humanity, but you. All right, so we have here the Two of Wands. I am using the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. Ooh, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, a new financial opportunity. Like that's where like your wants and needs are met and you're able to pursue something in a something that you desire. You're able to pursue something new for yourself because your finances and material world are in a stable place. Okay. That's what this is at the bottom of the deck here for you that made its appearance. Two of Wands. All right. So this may be influencing this decision that you're making. The Two of Wands represents you making a decision that takes you out of, what did we say before? Your comfort zone and taking you somewhere else. All right. Now we have the Ace of Swords. So are you feeling like you don't have enough information? Are you waiting? Are you operating from old information? All right. This has given me a pretty good idea of where you guys are at, especially with the full moon. And I did have the death card just show itself here. I'm going to put it back in the deck, but this is about rebirth. This is about transformation. Okay. So when I have this when I have the Two of Swords here with the Ace of Swords, what I'm thinking is that you guys are trying to make a decision or recognize a decision needs to be made, but you don't have all of the information to make that decision yet. What did I say about like all material needs being met in order to be able to pursue something new? So we have here the Ten of Pentacles. Excuse me. Let me get a drink of water. Virgo, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is like inheritance money. This is money that you have put a lot of work or effort into growing some company. It's like industrious. It's like putting like a company together and then or making something and it having a very big financial payoff. Okay. This is where work within you and possibly a partnership pays off. Okay. Or work that another person that you're connected to has paid off and you gain financial reward because of that. Like I said, inheritance. Okay. So that inheritance could be what that Ace of Pentacles was about. There's money, large amounts of money, because Ten of Pentacles is about bigger money. Okay, we're not just talking about like a few bucks. We're talking about enough money for you to feel secure. Okay, for you to feel like things are good right now. So now that I'm looking at the spread here, what I'm seeing is that what's influencing is the need for that material stability. You know that you have to make a decision. You cannot make a decision until the information comes. And the information that's coming is about that money that stabilizes you. Okay. That's what these cards are saying. And then we have here the card of career success. This is you out there footloose, fancy free, doing your thing and being recognized for it and being and it working out well for you. So others want what you have and want more of what you can give. And that is good. And 7 of Pentacles and Temperance. You've got an obstacle. Is where you're going, where you want to be. Is where you're going, where you want to be. Knight of Cups, is there a love offer influencing this? 2 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups. So something to do with a loving, passionate connection. Now, this can be romantic, but I mean, really, it's about desire. It's about passion. It's about something, you being open to be in love with something, okay? Could be influencing. Are you having to do a reassessment of where you thought you were going or what you thought is possible for your life because of some deep emotional connection to something? And again, we have here another 2 of Pentacles, something throwing you off balance, your material world off balance, about some sort of significant connection. Did a lover from the past come back, you guys? And are you having to reassess that where you thought you were going to go and where you thought was going to happen or where you thought you were going to apply that money that hasn't quite come in yet? Yeah, there definitely feels like a reassessment here. Queen of Pentacles, where are you going to put that money? What are you going to initiate in your life that's going to be more and more financially rewarding? Where are you going to invest that money? Where are you going to invest your time? 6 of Pentacles, you want more money out of where you're putting it. And 10 of Cups, you want them both. To be honest with you, it looks like it's not one or the other here, Virgo. You want them both. You want to have great financial gains in your life. You also want the love and emotional connection to, what do you want this emotional connection to be? I think that whoever it is that is connecting with you, I think you want them to be the one. They're definitely the one that's going to take you to the next place in your life. That's for sure, because we have the 2 of Cups here. So they help to inspire you to the next version of yourself. So you want them both. And that makes total sense with the 10 of Pentacles, because it is, there's in the 10 of Pentacles in the traditional Rider Waite, what we have is the lovers who have come together and been able to create, financial empire. Okay. So what you want is this person that you love to be joining you on this journey of financial abundance. And they are definitely helping to inspire you. So we have a twin flame energy here with that 10 of Cups or that 2 of Cups. It's not the 2 of Cups, you guys. It's the 10 of Cups. Okay. 10 of Cups. So let's take that from a lover to a family unit. You want the family connection. You want to feel connected and successful with everybody involved in your life. There's the 3 of Cups reversed. That is the King of Pentacles. Virgo, the Emperor. 3 of Swords. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. You want it all, and yet not all of it is for you. Okay. All right. So here's the thing, is that there is a emotionally supportive group, okay, that actually is helpful for you. But where you want to place the person there's a person that you have a significant relationship with, and I feel like it's a lover, some sort of lover. That relationship may not be the relationship that actually is best for your long-term goals or what spirit knows is possible for you. So remember, that south node is creating a transformation that you're not going to be able to avoid. So what the south node wants from you is for you to have greater financial gains in your life, but to let go of who you thought the person is going to be that is by your side with that. And you're going to have to make a very strong, powerful decision for yourself to be able to feel like you're in tune with your life. Okay. Like your life is on track. So we have the Magician. Okay. The Magician is about you being able to shift and change your reality so that it's fruitful, so that the vines are growing rich with grapes, right? In order for you to have all that you can out of life, you're going to have to make a very strong, independent, confident decision that towards your financial well-being. Okay. Okay, this has to do with your finances. It has to do with even your career success. What you have to be able to put your money in a direction, and your energy and your attention in a direction that is serving to you and your success. Okay, you have to invest in yourself right now here, Virgo, and that's what the South Node is saying straight away, because you have devoted yourself to somebody specific doesn't necessarily mean that they're the ones that are going to be with you through the whole game, right? And I think that the game is changing. And so maybe your guys's paths are taking on a new road, okay? So either both of you guys are just going to go through a really massive change, and so the entire relationship dynamic is going to change, so that you're two different people within this relationship, or it's time for you to let go of your stronghold on a relationship and focus on your money and where you're putting that, so that you can enhance your romantic life. Okay. It's time to focus on your money. It's time to focus on your money. Okay. All right, Virgo. So let's see if there's anything else, because I feel like that's kind of a big chunk for you guys, right? So what else is there for our beautiful Virgo friends? Nine of Wands. Yeah, that was the Nine of Wands, and the Emperor came out in that last read for you guys. So Virgo, yeah, you have to walk away with conviction. And I mean conviction for yourself. Conviction for what you know is possible for your life. And to be honest with you, because the Emperor is a major arcana card, I think that the Emperor is requiring you. I don't know if there's a whole lot of choice in the matter, that things are going to change. And I can feel that it may even take a Tower moment for you to go, oh yeah, I got it. I got to go. But the action that you will take, because the major arcana is the energy influencing us, and the minor arcana is the action that we take. So when the Emperor energy is on full force, and that's where you mastering your reality. When that Emperor and the area of focus is finances, okay? When that master of your reality energy like is in full force here, and you're probably feeling the heat right now, the action that you will take will be from a very confident place. So that's good news. That's good news. All right. So yeah. So we have Two of Pentacles. Yeah, guys. All right. Wheel of Fortune. I was honestly seeing the Tower, but you got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is going to be even better and easier than you thought. All right. So this is where you take that action from a confident place and you walk away. You walk away from what's not working for you. And you have the ability to do this in a very balanced way. It doesn't have to be all like crazy. You have the energy when it's sideways. It's like it's possible for you to do this in a very harmonious, balanced way when you connect to yourself through love, right? And what's going to happen here is you are actually meeting your fate, your destiny. You're fulfilling your purpose. And the Wheel of Fortune comes with tons of blessings and gifts and presents and rewards, because it's Jupiter, and Jupiter's like Santa Claus and just wants to give you more and more and more. Your life is going to be blessed. And I think now that I'm saying all of this, if I remember correctly here, Virgo, what happened in your last week's reading, possibly even the reading before that, Thank you. Thank you so much for the rose. Thank you. I appreciate you, Jamie. So what I saw in your guys' last week's reading here, Virgo, is that what you did not see, because I think that this shift has been coming for a little while now, right? But what you did not see is the safety net that when you take that step has got you. Okay. It's got you. And I think that there's a financial safety net, okay, available for you, and that will continue to get better for you because the Wheel of Fortune expands that. So you take the step, Spirit's got you financially. Okay. There's a safety net there, and you can move forward with where you're being called to go. And it's going to just turn out better and better and better for you. Okay. You're now on a path that feels resonant and positive for you, that you will be, that you will be so proud of yourself, so proud of yourself for taking a step and moving beyond the fear factor. Okay. Because I know that, that, you guys can have a little bit of anxiety. Okay, Virgo, and anxiety may be a thing. So Virgo, I think that what I want to say is that I am so proud of you for being able to move past the fear factor and be able to walk away from something that's not working for you with such conviction and such personal pride and confidence that it is admirable to see that shift in you guys. I would say that for all of the inner work that you guys are doing, Virgo, what you've done is prepared yourself to meet your destiny and for all of the changes that are about to occur. All the work that you have done has prepared you for this moment, and you are going to shine and grow and grow and grow, and you're ready for that. You are ready for that, Virgo. I love you guys so much. If you guys want to go deeper with me, I am live on my Patreon at 4 p.m. Pacific, at 7 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. So you can find that in my description box on my YouTube channel, on the link to join me there. Or you can go to Patreon directly and put in Tamara Larice. And I will see you guys all this afternoon. Those of you that choose to join me this afternoon, or I will see you all next week. But either way, I love you so much. Take care and good job, Virgo. You guys deserve a medal. Okay. You guys deserve a medal. That's what Jupiter's here to say. He's able to give you the gifts and the blessings like you just won the Olympics. Okay. Because you guys just earned it. Okay. All right. I love you so much. That did not sound very, I love you. Okay. Okay, Libra, thank you so much for joining me. Libra, for your reading. Thanks for joining me live. Those of you who are here with me right now in real time live. And thank you for those of you who are joining me on the replay. Yeah, so we're using the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms to be able to dive into this full moon energy in Cancer. And it is a deep dive, isn't it? A deep dive. So where is Cancer for you guys? What is Cancer? So I go Libra. Let me it's going to take me a minute. Give me a moment here. We got I'm so glad that I did that, because Libra, this is your 10th house. No wonder we got the World card first. So glad that Spirit had me do that. Okay. And thank you for bearing with me while I counted that is your 10th house, which is your fame, your career, your connections in this life that help you to expand yourself. Okay. That puts you out there for whatever your reputation is, and you being known for that. Okay. Now the World card is about you've gained everything necessary in order to expand your career. Okay. It also speaks to you going out into the world bigger, being seen in the world bigger. Libra. What is the next card for you? Because whoa. Okay, so there's possible, so when the card is sideways, it's potential energy, okay? So there is a potential energy of a not seeing eye to eye conflict. But if this arises, or at least if you can recognize it, where you have a difference of opinion with somebody, or where one platform didn't work for you, but another platform will, because we are talking about communication, which also has to do with, because it's swords. We're also talking about media. We're talking about email. We're talking about text. You could get into a conflict somewhere in there if there is a conflict of interest that may or may not occur, because it just depends on, it could be a 1 for you. It could be a 10 for you. If that occurs, I want you to know that what is doing is bringing you to a point of a new realization. Okay. So it's helping you to be able to see something a little bit different than where you had seen it before. I want you to listen to, what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to any communication that's coming your way. And if your first thought, your first reaction is, if your first thought or your reaction is going to, okay, so Jamie, I see that. So is, oh, yeah, okay. So Jamie, if you want to go deeper dive into, I guess, so how does this work? I don't know. If you do a rose, does that do a card? I'm not sure. I don't know. But what I'm doing is actually going live on my Patreon this afternoon at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, depending on where you're at in the world. So I can do a deeper dive with you individually. This is going to be just for general readings for each sign. Okay. So, but I would love to answer your question. I'd love to find out what's going on with Steve as well. but so join me on my Patreon and we'll dive into it. Okay. So, and you can learn more about interpreting the tarot for yourself as well. So you can find out those answers if that's what you want to do, if that interests you. Okay. So, that goes for all of you. So let's see. If you get some sort of Libra, if you get some sort of communication that that has you going like wanting to fight back, wanting to defend yourself, wanting to, speak your piece. What I think that is really important here is to recognize that that piece of information came to help you, and give yourself a pause to assess the information. Okay. Give yourself a pause to assess the information. Because, and we'll find out what the because is in just a moment. 10 of Pentacles. What? Because big money, because alignment with you, because you're going big, because you are aligned with success, financial success. Okay. So whatever information might have you go like, what was that? And you want to just react. Actually, it's beneficial for your long-term success. Okay. For bringing money in. And that's really important right now. So we have 5 of Wands. So you are being asked to take a look at what shadow may be going on that might be preventing you from being able to take that information as beneficial. But I'm telling you, it's liberating. So here we have a group of people that are like-minded and connected. 3 of Cups, friend group, emotional support system, and 8 of Wands. Okay. So whoever you're connecting with on the other, I think that this information, this point of conflict is definitely going to be helping you career-wise, financially, and maybe how you connect or who you connect with, networking. Because remember, the 10th house is about your connections that expand your career and your finances. So I think that there's, with the 8 of Wands, this is about being able to walk confidently in that direction. So I think that maybe doing just a little bit of shadow work. Yeah, take a look at where you're at, what you've got. Has it been working? Do you want more of that? And 8 of Swords. Yeah, time to liberate yourself. Time to free yourself. No more excuses. No more excuses. You got to go with it. All right. So the Empress, right? Okay. Because what you want is luxury. What you want is the harvest. What you want is to reap the rewards for this new position in your life. So in order to be able to have all of the gains that is possible for you, there's a piece of information. Take a look at how you want to react to that information, what you want to do with it, and take it as a piece that is going to actually help you expand in ways that you had not thought that you were going to, okay? Or maybe even faster than you thought, maybe even bringing more money in faster than you thought, okay? All right. So, yeah, that's really good, Libra. Your career. Now, when your career is what's under a microscope, you have the potential of really that 10 of Pentacles. I mean, when you're doing deep shadow work, because that's the moon, right? The moon is shadow work. When you're doing deep shadow work in a very particular area of your life, you have the potential of much higher gain. Okay. And we're talking about career gains, seeing your career take off. Okay. That you're going to unhook yourself from where you had been and being able to take yourself somewhere new. Okay. All right. Still looking around for why that scent is here. All right. So Libras, thank you so much for joining me. As I had mentioned to Jamie, thank you so much for being here. I love you. And thank you for the rose. I'm not sure exactly what that means yet. I'm just brand new to TikTok. But I would love to go deeper with every one of you on Patreon. Okay. This afternoon, go to Patreon and connect with me there, and we'll go live together. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we're going to move forward with Scorpio. One moment here. Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate every one of you being here on the live or being here on the replay. Either way, I just love your support. I love doing these readings for you guys. And I do hear from many of you Scorpios, and I just want to say that I love how you guys take this and go deep with it, because it's one of my favorite things to do. I want to tell you that my North Node is in Scorpio. I actually have a lot of Scorpio placement in my chart, and not my rising or my sun, but definitely my destiny is Scorpio connected. So doing deep dives and going, below the surface to find out what's influencing or what's possible is definitely in resonant and harmony with my divine spirit and what I'm meant to do. So I love that we get to connect like that, Scorpio. Yeah. All right. So Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio north or south node, Scorpio Venus. Take note, guys, take note, because here we go. Let's find out what's going on. And I have 3 cards that are turning over for you. 3 cards to equal 3 energies to equal the first card. Okay. So these 3 energies are what? The Wheel of Fortune, Lovers. Okay. And it's not the Lovers card. It's actually the Knight of how are you approaching this situation? It's from passion. It's from love. It could be a love connection with somebody, could be informing this expansion here, but it's kind of got you out of whack. So what do those 3 energies say together, Spirit? Is like you're expanding your ability to love, and it feels uncomfortable maybe. Where you're being called to expand your love might feel a little bit uncomfortable right now. Okay. Woo, we got the Knight of Swords. Do not act hastily. Pull back, reassess before you communicate and talk to anybody. Before you make a solid commitment, stop, slow down, wait, okay? Because you are definitely being influenced here by love, by passion, and you may not be ready to completely commit. If you think that you are, hold on. Just wait. Don't tell anybody about what you think is going on right now. Just give it a moment. Just give it a moment. Why are we giving it a moment? because definitely more is on its way. All right. There's something more. Okay. So King of Pentacles is, or King of Pentacles, the King of Cups is actually reversed. Now, you are the King of Cups. It's literally asking you to, like, there's something that needs to be expanded upon within you, within your character, within who you are. You're undergoing an expansion inside of you. Okay. Something is growing inside of you. Could be a baby, but your capacity to love. Okay. The capacity to love is growing inside of you, and you're not there yet. Okay. The Six of Pentacles is saying that there is, and the reason why I keep going growing, because we had the Jupiter, which is expansion. We have the Knight, which is passion. We have the Six of Cups, which is asking you to allow more space in your body to receive more abundance, more material success. Okay. Now, that's interesting. That's interesting, because let's go into, I'm actually feeling, Scorpio, like we need to go, because there's something more that's going to happen before you're ready to share this with other people. And it may have to do with money or house. Okay. Something about your physical life. What's about to happen for you, Scorpio? What's about to happen? What do you need to know? Tower moment. Okay. There is going to be an event or an aha. Towers can be sudden moments of realization, but whatever this moment is, and we're going to go into it, changes the trajectory of everything. That's why they're saying don't communicate with anybody. Don't make a long-term commitment yet. Okay. You can feel yourself expanding. You can feel yourself growing. Do not talk about it yet. Okay. Do not commit, at least yet. Don't sign any contracts yet, because something is opening up for you. What is that tower about? Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, potential moving, career, moving where you're living, potential travel that, again, connects to your long-term success and your fate. Okay. So there's information that you're then going to be able to act on that you, okay. See, there's the Wheel of Fortune again. Now, Wheel of Fortune is always about wisdom coming together for expansion. Okay. And it has to do with great blessings in your life, rewards for something difficult, or having taken your time with something. So there is a great reward that is on its way to you. Okay. And so I think that the tower is actually about the page, information about a move, information about a career change, information that has you being able to take action and go for something. Okay. And with that being a Sagittarius card, and Sagittarius being your second house of earnings, I would say don't say anything. Don't sign any contracts, because you may have a better offer coming. Okay. You may have a better offer coming, and it has to do with your long-term success and where you are fated your destiny is. Okay. It has to do with your purpose work. Now, Sagittarius is all about purpose. It's all your dharma, what you live for. What is your mantra of life? What do you feel successful and purposeful in? That's your money house. So your money house is about to take a big shift and bring in great rewards for you. Okay. So do not commit to anything right now. As soon as you get this information, or you're feeling like it's okay, things are going this way. Nope. Wait, because something's going to happen in your career that's going to take you where you thought you wanted to be. Okay. Where you thought you wanted to be, where your life is best served for you and your meaning of life. And again, this directly impacts your finances. It's directly related to your financial well-being. Okay. Your money house. All right. So Six of Pentacles is about expansion of financial income. Wheel of Fortune is about expansion, all things favorable. Yeah. Don't commit to whatever you're feeling passionate about, whatever you're feeling like, ooh, my life is changing. It's happening. Don't talk about it. Don't commit to it yet. Something new is coming through. Okay. Just hold off. Hold off. And it has to do with your career. All right, Scorpio. When you guys know this, please tell me. I would love to hear from you guys because I'm curious. Definitely curious. Okay. Definitely curious. All right. So I love every one of you. If you guys want to go deeper with me, please do join me on my Patreon community where we'll do deeper dives. You can learn about tarot. You can ask any questions of spirit that you want an answer to. And we we'll discover things together. Okay. But that is on my Patreon community. That is live every Monday between 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Every time I say that, I'm like, think about it. Okay. 7 p.m. Eastern. And I will see you guys all over there. If I don't see you over there today, it's because it happens every Monday. We go live with a Q&A every Monday. If I don't see you there, then I will see you all next week. I love you so much. Just if you can, keep it to yourself, okay? Don't sign anything. Don't commit to anything. Try to keep it to yourself because it's going to get better than you think. All right, Scorpio? All right, take care. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will see you all next time, okay? Oh, I got the wrong time here. Gosh, I keep doing that. Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me. How are you guys doing, Sagittarius? Let's see. Cancer, that is your 10th, 11th, 12th house? Subconscious? No, not 12th house, because 12th house would be so it's your 9th house. 9th house. What is 9th house? So this is the moon shining a light on something that has to do with your 9th house. I can't look it up because my phone, I'm using it to record here to go live. All right. So 9th house, 9th house. I want to say it's connections with other people, something along those lines, but yeah, you guys look up what your 9th house is. Okay. Look up what your 9th house is. And maybe we'll discover it with the reads, with the tarot here, but let's find out what this moon is shining light for you. Sagittarius, the devil. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So where you have not been able to see inside yourself, that needs a higher perspective, that has led to potentially codependency or even addictions, but low level vibrational stuff. Okay. But you're ready to break free from it. That's when the devil shows up. You're ready to see it. You're ready to break free from it. It's always great when the devil shows up. The moon card. Yeah. 3 of Cups and 10 of Cups. Okay, so I think that the people that you have surrounded yourself have not been necessarily the most emotionally supportive or the best people for you, okay? And I think that where you have felt like you had to sacrifice yourself and sacrifice your happiness in order to be loyal to other people is definitely something you got to take a look at this point, because there is actually a much more supportive group that you are meant to connect with. So go ahead and release yourself from feeling a sense of loyalty to where you're at right now, who you are with right now. Give yourself like space to explore other options at this point, because honestly, the people that you had been connecting with, they're not necessarily the best. Okay. So there is, now until you see this, you're limiting your growth opportunity, because I have the moon cards like reverse. It's like, you can't quite allow yourself to explore that, but it's codependent and it's leading to addictive behaviors. And it's leading to you not feeling really good about yourself. Okay. And so you're kind of holding back your sense of loyalty, your sense of commitment to this person or people. These friends of yours are not, it's not good. It's and it's reversed. You don't even want to look at it. But, and I have to say that if the moon is reversed and it's already like almost unconscious, like because it's revert or because it's the moon, and then it's reversed on top of it. It's probably this where you have felt low, where you have felt like you had to be loyal to people that weren't the best for you, could be something that is connected to long-term karma, as in like you're so familiar with this energy that you don't even necessarily know it's happening, and it keeps playing itself in codependent and unhealthy relationships. Okay. All right, Cancer, or not Cancer. Cancer's influencing this, certainly. But the emotional well-being is on the other side of this. Here's the thing. You got to connect with your emotional well-being. You got to connect with personal love for yourself, okay, in order for you to be able to really see that disconnecting from these people is what is important, because it's limiting your ability to be prepared for opportunities that are trying to come to you. You're limiting your career success. You're limiting because you don't think as highly of yourself as somebody who has healthy respect, internal respect, healthy love for themselves, and then healthy boundaries and relationships. Okay. So there's something there that's got to kind of let loose. It's probably something from your childhood. All right. So, and that's okay. That's okay, because we all have to disconnect from stuff from our childhood, but something about whatever happened in your childhood is keeping you connected to these people that aren't doing you well. All right. So six of Cups, Cancer, significant connections related to your childhood. Okay, even things that you learned in your childhood. Boundaries is the 7 of Wands. Oh my God. You have got to heal a childhood wound so that you will disconnect yourself from these people, and so that your career can succeed. Your material success relies in you loving yourself enough to not need unhealthy people around you. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, we have the 3 of Pentacles, because you have people that you are going to surround yourself and collaborate with that are going to solidify your material success. Okay. Your money success. All right. Queen of Pentacles, but it comes from self-care. You have to love yourself deeply. Okay, Sagittarius, you have to stop being loyal to people who are not helping you succeed in life. Choose you, love you, take care of you. See where you thought that you had to be this from a very young child. You sacrificed yourself in order for other people to be happy, for other people to feel like you're loyal to them. You got to disconnect from something that you learned, that some sort of coping mechanism that you embodied when you were a child, something that was taught to you from your family, something. It could have to do with some mother connection, because that's mother and child. 6 of Cups, Cancer. Cancer is the sign of the moon. There could be some relationship or something you learned from your mom, something maybe your mom did and you did also. There's some sort of wound that happened with your family dynamics, possibly a wound with your mother or child. You could be the mother. That is a repeat that doesn't necessarily have to continue. And in fact, until it does not continue, until you can see it, until you can heal it, your career is going to be stagnant. Okay. Your career is going to be stagnant if you do not allow yourself to disconnect your loyalty. Okay. Disconnect your loyalty from those who do not deserve it. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys want to take a deeper dive with me at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, just for your personal time zones, I am doing a Q&A on my Patreon community. The link is in my description box on YouTube. We go live every Monday at this time on Patreon. Also, if you're on TikTok and you're watching, and I don't have that link connected to TikTok for Patreon, but you can go to Patreon, type my name in, Tamara Larice, and I will see you guys all over there. And I look forward to helping you guys be able to read tarot for yourselves or for other people, understanding how to interpret the cards, also to provide interpretations. And I'm even thinking about, and we'll see how this goes, you guys, because Patreon's brand new. I don't even have any members yet, you guys. Honestly, I just launched this last week and I haven't been talking about it enough to really even to market it. But here we are, and it's time for us to get together. So I'm letting you guys all know that if you want to go into a Q&A with me, I am considering having us practice reading tarot also with each other. So if you've been working on tarot and you want to do practice reads with me and I can kind of give you some pointers, I think that that could be a lot of fun too. So this Q&A could be really dynamic, and it will be driven by like what the need is and what your guys' desire is. But my desire is to connect with every one of you deeply, to connect with your spiritual journey, and for us to all be a guiding light for each other. So I love every one of you. Thank you so much for being here with me on the live. Thank you so much for being here with me on the replays, you guys. All of your support is helpful. As you can see, I'm new to TikTok. I'm, small on YouTube, but I think that we're going to do some really great things together. And I'm not worried about being small, because I think that we're all actually really bright lights, and we're all really great, and we're just going to grow together. And I'm so happy to meet you guys all at the beginning of this journey. I love you. Take care. I know this moon is a deep dive. It can be very emotionally difficult, but it is all for our greatest purpose. With Mars being in retrograde also in Cancer, with this full moon is saying, in order for you to take the most impactful action in your life, you've got to clean up this wound. Because I want to say there's actually some sort of connection with Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So once you heal that like lifetime karmic wound that you've had, boom, you go big. You go big. So that's possible for every one of us on this and during this space in time, this current energy. So use it wisely, use it to the best of your ability, do some heart-centered meditations, go into your heart space, find out what spirit has to say to you. And if I don't see you on Patreon in just a couple hours, know that I love you all, and that's okay, because I will see you all next week. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care and go deep. All right. Bye-bye.